What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog here with another New York Giants video. As always, I appreciate you taking the time to click on the video. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up because it helps out the video big time. Hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. There's going to be a lot of Giants content on this channel, a lot of live streams, shows, videos, all that good stuff, even though they're absolutely terrible once again. But I'm going to be here for the duration, no matter how bad they are, because it's just what a Giants fan does. So I appreciate you watching. Share the video, share their channel with any of your Giants friends, because we have a lot of fun in here, even when they stink, which has been frequently here over the past decade. So yeah, this year we're in the grips of another horrendous New York Giants season, another embarrassing New York Giants season in which every game they lose, they are getting blown out, they are non-competitive. And obviously the fan base is not happy, extremely frustrated. It's understandable. There's a lot of problems on this team, without question, right from the top. It goes all the way down. I mean, it really does. It's the entire body of the snake. It just is what it is. And it starts right at the top, which is John Mara. This video is about Daniel Jones because obviously Daniel Jones has been a point of contention for Giants fans pretty much since he was drafted. Listen, I have had a contentious relationship with Daniel Jones the entire time. And not that I know him or anything, because I don't know him, so I can't say it's personal. It's just as a fan. We all know my initial reaction. I was not happy. It went viral. It's not my best moment. Rookie season, I was all on board. I thought that he had a ton of potential. I thought that he looked really good in certain games. I went to the Jets game. He was amazing. He was amazing against the Lions, the Washington. I said he's really good. And then the Joe Judge years, he played really poorly. And after the 2021 season, I was like, he's not it. He's injured a lot. He's inconsistent. He processes things really slowly. He doesn't read the defense well. He's a one-read guy. I don't think he can do this. I never questioned Daniel Jones's physical capabilities, and I still don't. I think that Daniel Jones has a top 10 skill set in this league. They're without question. Physically, he can do this. Mentally was always my question. And last year, under Coach Dable, first year in the system, no, he didn't put up great numbers, but he played much better, under control, didn't make mistakes, led the team to 5 victories in the fourth quarter, had an incredible playoff game against Minnesota, and he got paid. And at the time, I thought it was the right thing because you're drafting 25th. This was the first year under Dable. You figure these guys are going to build around him and he's going to get better. You thought Daniel Jones would take a step up, and instead he has reverted back to the way he was in 2021. Now, part of this may be on Daniel Jones, but, I tweeted out the other day. By the way, follow me on Twitter. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, I have a lot of fun on Twitter. Excuse me. So follow me on Twitter. Links in the description below. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, but follow me on Twitter. I have a lot of fun on Twitter. I'm having a lot of fun on Twitter. I pretty much tweeted out, and people misconstrue this or misunderstand. I get it. It's text. So I kind of want to tell you what I'm saying here. When I said I tried to believe on Daniel Jones, I stuck up for Daniel Jones big time this offseason, defended the contract, defended him for a month. And I said, he's just not the guy. Maybe he'll be the guy someplace else, but it won't be here. And I mean that because I still think Daniel Jones can be a very good quarterback in this league. He just can't do it here. This offensive line is so bad. And people are like, oh, no offensive, no quarterback could survive. And maybe no quarterback could. We don't know it. It's speculation. We don't know what another quarterback could do. We can sit here and go, Mahomes couldn't do it, and Hurts couldn't do it, and Caleb Williams can't do it. That's speculation. We don't know. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. We have no clue. We're just assuming that they can't. What we do know is Daniel Jones can't survive in this environment. Daniel Jones was dealt a shitty hand from day one. John Mara even said, we've done everything we can to screw this kid up, and they did not do him any favors. They did not get any better. As a matter of fact, it looks like they got worse. The New York Giants organization screwed this kid up so bad. And the thing is, people think when I'm saying I can't defend Daniel Jones or Daniel Jones ain't the guy, that I don't like him or I'm hating on him. It's not true. He just can't do it here. He can't produce here. He doesn't have the capabilities to overcome the deficiencies that this franchise has put around him for years. That isn't a knock on Daniel Jones. It's a slight on the terrible, drafting and decision-making that this organization has made since we drafted him. So Daniel Jones has been screwed up because this organization does not know how to build around him. They don't know how to build around his particular skill set, which is why I got so excited last year, because I said Coach Dable understands this coaching staff got the most out of the talent that the players had. He was throwing to Richie James. He was throwing to David Sills. He was throwing to Lawrence Cager. Okay, Marcus Johnson. Who are these guys? That's what he was throwing to last year, and he had the best year of his career. And people say, oh, he only threw 15 touchdowns. Who cares? He wasn't asked to throw 40 touchdowns. They asked him to do a certain thing, and he succeeded, and he excelled. And I don't know what happened this year. I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know how an offensive line that was bad last year, and that's putting it nicely, to being 10 times worse, 100 times worse. He doesn't have time a lot of times to throw the ball. He's getting killed. I actually worry for his safety, especially yesterday when he gets blindsided, he gets whiplash, and he has a neck problem again. He had this neck problem in 2021. And listen, you can think whatever you want about Daniel Jones as a quarterback, but the man is a human being. He's only 26 years old, and there's much more important things in life than football. I'm seriously concerned about his future. Because with neck things, you don't mess around with neck things. And this kid keeps getting hit week in and week out because this organization continues to fail around him. So again, in my opinion, if Daniel Jones was on the back, people are like, oh, everything's got to be perfect for Daniel Jones to succeed. And maybe it does. Maybe things absolutely have to be perfect. I don't know that either. That's speculation. What I do know is you should get some guys in front of him that can protect them. That's what I know. So when I'm talking about how Daniel Jones isn't the guy, I mean Daniel Jones isn't the guy here. Not because Daniel Jones can't play at this level, but because the New York Giants do not do him any favors. They do not get him receivers that can get separate. And I know people are like, oh, he's got open guys. And he does. And I've criticized him for missing those throws. I have criticized him because when I say, hey, a play's there to be made, he needs to make it. And I understand people are going to say, he's shell-shocked, he's getting knocked down. And I get that too. But listen, you're an NFL quarterback. That's your job. You get paid a lot of money to do it. It is your job when those plays are there to be made to make them. There are other quarterbacks in this league that may make them. But I guess after getting knocked around, not just this year, but for 5 years, perhaps it does wear on you, okay? So I'm not sitting here trying to knock Daniel Jones. He just can't succeed in the environment that's been around him, and that is a slight on the New York Giants organization. If Daniel Jones was on the 49ers, I'm sure the 49ers would be every bit as good as they are with Brock Purdy. If he was on the Philadelphia Eagles, and I know Eagle fans will be like, oh, no way. I'm sorry. But in my opinion, and again, it's just speculation because we don't know. But if he had a team like the Eagles running with that offensive line, there's no way anybody could tell me Daniel Jones would be putting up the numbers in Philadelphia that he puts up here. And there's no way that anybody could tell me that Jalen Hurts would put up the numbers in Philadelphia that he put up here if he's behind it. But again, it's all speculation. These quarterbacks may make more plays than Daniel Jones, but regardless, they're not going to be as successful as they could possibly be if they continue to ignore the 5 guys up front that protect the quarterback. So what I do know in Daniel Jones's career, again, the physical skill set is there. He's tall. He has a good arm. I don't care what anybody says. His arm is good. He's accurate, and he's mobile. He's got all the things that you want. Does he have a rocket? No. Is he Pat Mahomes? No. Is he Josh Allen? No. Is he an elite skill set guy? No. But in my opinion, I've said this since day one, he is a top third in the NFL as far as physical skill set goes. This team has destroyed that kid mentally. They have destroyed that kid physically. And I'll be honest, I understand the tank for Caleb things. I understand people not liking Daniel Jones as a quarterback. I get all of it. Okay? Like I said, I have been on both sides of this argument. So that's why I say I'm not defending him either way. If people say he sucks, I'm going to agree with you. If people say he's great, I'm going to agree with you. Because in my opinion, it really does not matter as long as they don't protect him. Daniel Jones is not going to finish out this contract here. And I don't think that that's Daniel Jones's fault as much as it is the organization's fault for failing him again. So, in my opinion, for Daniel Jones's own safety and own health, he probably should be in a different organization. What I do know is no matter who comes in here after Daniel Jones, this organization better get its shit together, because it really will not matter who the quarterback is. Not because we don't think they can make more plays than Daniel Jones or have a better skill set. Listen, if you watch Caleb Williams play, there is no question Daniel Jones can't do what Caleb Williams does. He can't. He does not have that skill set. He doesn't. Not a lot of quarterbacks do. Caleb Williams is ridiculously talented. So maybe Caleb Williams could come in here and make more plays than Daniel Jones, but if he keeps getting hit, eventually it's going to catch up to him, and eventually he's going to end up getting injured. So I don't care who the Giants bring in here as a quarterback. If you don't protect that guy, if you don't put good players around him, the likelihood of him failing is certainly more than the likelihood of him succeeding, as opposed to if you get an offensive line that can block for any quarterback, they'll have a better opportunity to succeed than they will to fail. This organization better get its shit together, because Daniel Jones won't be the last quarterback that they ruin if they don't figure this the hell out. You can blame Bobby Johnson. You can blame Brian Dable. You can blame Joe Judge. You can blame Dave Gettleman. You can blame Pat Shermer. You can blame whoever the hell you want. But the fact of the matter is, this comes from the top. This is a John Mara issue, because this team has been like this for 10 years. This is nothing new. So I don't know what is going on at the top of the organization. Well, my true feelings, I like Daniel Jones. I've always liked Daniel Jones. I always thought that Daniel Jones had a great physical skill set, but I always said mentally, can this kid do it? Last year, I thought he took that step forward. I thought he was better. This year, it's obvious to me that he's hesitant because he continues to get killed behind the line of scrimmage. Some quarterbacks may be able to succeed through that environment. He can't. And that's why I'm saying he's not the guy here. Not because I don't think that he can play at this level, because I certainly do. It's because he can't play at this level with the crap that they put around him. And that's all I got in this video. I appreciate you watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I will see you later tonight for the Laker game. And have a good Monday, everybody. I'm out. Peace.